message, because it's such a powerful one and it's a very simple one. We do not have to live this way. That is the mantra of recovery. Kamala's message is, if you break up with us, your life will be over. It'll never be the same. That is the language of addiction. People fall into addiction because they wake up every morning and despite the misery, they repeat the same process until finally someone says, you don't have to live this way. It's a very simple statement, but we often forget. But when somebody says, if you leave, your life is over, this will be the last election, it's the end of democracy, you can't survive without me, it's a lie. It's the reason why people stay in bad relationships. It's the reason why people stay in abusive relationships. It's why people stay in a terrible, terrible party. And that's why it's like, you know, they're trying to make people too scared to go against their party. This election is about two sides, Peanut versus P. Diddy. On one side, you have millions of Americans who are largely apolitical, but circumstances forced them to participate, whether it was COVID lockdowns that destroyed their businesses, activists trying to derange your children, or a government storming your house and killing your pet squirrel. So somehow you were compelled to vote. We're all turned into John Wicks. They shot our dog. You know, it's not like we entered politics. Politics entered us. Then you have the other side. Every name on the guest list for P. Diddy has endorsed Harris. J-Lo has the gall to ask women to trust her judgment after slumming with a sex fiend for years. Are you serious? Every notable name that comes out for Harris represents a decadent, elitist, amoral faction that exists independent of any hardship that they vote in support of. You know, J-Lo, Oprah, Cardi B, they don't have to worry about crime or immigration or inflation. So it's the opposite of Peanut, right? They feel no impact of government, which is why they can embrace it. So I return to this other comparison I made before. The actors from the Avengers movie endorsed Harris. The actual Avengers endorsed Trump. Harris got the actors, all conforming obediently. Trump has the real superheroes, Musk, RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, and they all came to Trump independently, just like superheroes do when they join forces. It's always reluctant, like, you know, Superman has to join up with Batman. So it feels like the climax of a superhero movie. The first act, up 2016, the second act, 2020, Jan 6, COVID, the third act, he almost dies, and then what happens?
Then what happens?
Exactly.
We're going to find out exactly what happens. Stay right there because there's so much more to come on Election Day. The results aren't in, but that's not stopping the media from preemptively melting down. We will be right back.